All right. Morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all of you. Waking up and getting our tactics on. All right. Easy to get us awake this morning. All right, what's happening? I think we're kicking the night away first. More than likely, that's what's happening. We're gonna kick this night away. Night come here, then we're gonna sack the. Yeah, hey, good morning, Coco Man. Good morning. A little late this morning. Sleep tried to keep me, but I'm here. I'm here. I'm barely here, but I'm here. There you go. Yeah, we're on the easy side of the puzzles right now. Well, easier side of the puzzle, I should say. I think King D7 really is the only move. Apparently there's a different move there. Oh, I guess it was King D8. Yeah, King D8, I guess. Queen E6. Queen E6. Force King H7, then Knight. Yeah, and then Knight G5. 6. H7. Knight H5. Knight G5, sorry. Takes. Oh. Sorry, I'm not very talkative right now. Still waking up, so but feel free to suggest answers in the chat. And yeah, I'll be awake soon, I promise. I will get there. I'm not a morning person at all. Takes me a little bit to get awake. Your first coffee, Coco Man, yeah. Nice, this is what I'm looking at. Bishop takes knight, pawn takes, queen check, king moves, then we take the knight. Bishop takes, queen takes. We can just go ahead and take the knight. Hmm. That last puzzle, 1548. That's an interesting rating for that puzzle. I would say that rating and lower. Like, yeah, 1500 and lower was when I was doing a lot of like counter attacking instead of moving an attacked piece. I lost a lot of pieces that way. Don't Yeah, counter attacking is usually a very dangerous way to handle a piece being attacked, so okay, well I'm not in check, so I don't think I have to do I think I have to do anything. That check. What does that check to? That one's a rook. One's two rooks. Oh no, it doesn't. Ah. Okay, so let's look at taking here. Queen takes, knight blocks, queen checks, queen comes up. We can't go there. Then knight takes. Okay. Happening here. They gave me like an only move as the correct. It's interesting how these puzzles work because there was that one that was like super. It was super complicated, and it only made me play it out like a certain way, like to a certain depth. But that one wasn't. King C8 was like the only move, but it makes me play that out. I don't know. These puzzles are interesting how they determine how far you got to go in your calculation. I guess I'm taking here because can't take the knight because then we take the rook. So but again, yeah, that was just like another example of counter attacking a piece. Yeah, I've pretty much learned not to counter attack a piece. Unless I'm getting checkmate out of the deal. Otherwise, usually just capture or move your piece. Alright, this one's looking a little tricky. All right, it's too early for this one. It's too early for this one. So we just gave up the exchange for what? I'm assuming White's last move was probably knight d4. Knight d4. I could go knight f5. I could take on e7 first, and then go knight f5. And then go all right. Knight f5. Coco Man says knight f5. But not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure either with this one. This one is okay. Maybe just knight f5. Am I alive? Barely. Barely. Yeah, I'm here. It's quiet, I know. Early morning, so I'm still waking up, Tom. Still waking up. But I'm here. I am alive. I'm trying to think about this move though. Alright, so 97. So Johnny says 97. Queen e7. Knight e4. And rook c1. Alright. You get the last two moves mixed up there. Yeah, I guess knight takes d7 makes sense. Queen takes, knight f5, queen moves, and then we can pick up the bishop on d1. And we're going to be up three pieces and a rook. 3 pieces for a rook. Okay, yeah, I like this. All right, moving on. Hey, thanks for the follow, Daz. Get it. Hey, thanks for the follow, Tom. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not a morning person, but it's like the only time I can stream and not interfere with family time. So it's definitely quiet and you know. All right, do we just threaten checkmate here? All right, guys, let's just keep the chat. You know, let's keep the chat nice and friendly and simple, and we can all just get along here. It's all good. All right, queen takes f2. Alright, queen takes f2, king b1. Or maybe not. Maybe just bishop f5, huh? f5 first. And then we gotta take here. Alright, queen takes f2. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing in this position here. I'm just not seeing much after queen f2. If there's queen f2, bishop here, king g7. I can't step back. We're just gonna checkmate it. I take with the knight recaptures now. Are being threatened here. Although I do have bishop 3 check, but maybe rook g5. How do I get my rook to g5, Coco Man? Maybe we go rook g8 and then come up here. It might be a little slow, I think, because there's still bishop f5 check. Oh, now I could go king h8. My queen's still guarding h6. Ah, maybe that's it. Yeah, the queen's trapped. That's the idea. No. Hey, we'll have to look at that one. Alright, so we've got 2 wrong so far. One more wrong. One more wrong and it's all over. It's all over. Oh, I thought for sure that was. I was thinking after this we could just take. And then we have 2 rooks for the queen, but our rooks are not coordinated. Probably not good. Well, all right. Oh, Johnny. Yeah, first you take the rook, and then you check, and then you pick up the rook. Ah, I should have known that one. Okay. Let's see here. So we got this one wrong. So this one was probably just king d8. Yeah. Okay. After bishop takes, knight takes. Okay, so that one we got wrong. This one also got wrong. Okay, so I went rook g8 here. I was thinking about queen takes f2. That's here. Yeah, just a simple queen takes f2, threatening checkmate. Yeah, I just thought bishop f5 was a better. I thought bishop f5 was a better defense there after queen takes f2. Oh, because we have king g7. Okay, king g7. All right, Coco Minute. What happens if king b1? Yeah, that's what I was worried about too. King b1. Oh, queen check, king here, and then you take on a3. Obviously, you're threatening mate here, and it takes. We're threatening mate here. So that is it. Hey, how's it going? But yeah, here, king b1. King b1 is met by queen c2, bishop takes a3. That's nice. All right, and then this last one I got wrong, which we already know now. And we take the rook first, and then we give the check. And we're just up a rook. All right. Well, I messed all that up. That's all right. That is all right. We'll just move over. So I screwed up the tactics. That's all right. We'll move over. We'll do some. We'll look at our Paul Morphy game, and then I'll probably go back to the tactics. I'll probably go back to the tactics because that wasn't a that wasn't our best run, to say the least. But the Paul Morphy game has some good tactics in here too. Hey, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Welcome everyone. If you're new, it's Chess Nerdbird. We do tactics training every morning, 5 a.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. I said yesterday I needed to stop saying every morning because it's not every morning, but all right, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. Eastern time. Today I was a little late, but usually we're right on time. We do tactics training, and then once we fail at that, then we move over to studying a player of history. This month, we're working our way through Paul Morphy's games. A lot of people have seen a lot of Paul Morphy. They may have studied some Paul Morphy, but not a lot of people have done a deep dive into all of his games. So here we are. This is what we're doing. All right. So Paul Morphy in this game had the white pieces, and he was playing his uncle Ernest Morphy. And yesterday we saw an Evans Gambit. Well, today, spoiler alert, we're going to see another Evans Gambit with this B4. Try and slow it down just a little bit here. Okay. So taking the pawn. After c3, now bishop a5. Now this is also what Paul Morphy's father played, was bishop a5 against Paul Morphy in the last game. Instead of going to c5. Because again, d4 would just hit the bishop and you just have less options there. I do need to change the mode here though. So I can see my notation. Alright. So again, d4. All this we saw in the game with Paul Morphy's father, although here I think we saw c takes d4, just taking the center here. Paul Morphy decides to castle. All right, and then bishop takes c3. All right, so now black is up no less than 3 pawns, which, other things being equal, would constitute a decisive advantage. But that's not the case here. And neglecting development is really not advisable against the Evans Gambit. This is not exactly a losing move, but it requires very precise defense. Okay, so Morphy takes the bishop on c3. Bishop a3. All right, the alternative for white here is another typical Evans Gambit move, which is queen b3. All right, so bishop a3, d6, trying to block out the bishop. So Morphy continued with queen b3, putting pressure here on the f7 square. The black defends with knight h6. That was pretty much forced. There's much else you can do there. All right. This regains one of the pawns and attacks g7. And of course, white has quite an advantage in development here. Got 4 pieces out to black's 2. These pieces are still all stuck. The king's still in the center. So again, we see Morphy just developing pieces and getting huge attacks going. All right, queen f6. So after castles, as you would think this might be a good move, but after castles, here's bishop b2 threatening checkmate. Queen f6, pretty much forced. And after queen takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, the position opens up to the benefit of the bishop pair. Furthermore, the white rooks stand ready, be activated on the B and C files. And all of this would give white good compensation for the pawn. So this is probably why Paul Morphy's uncle played Queen f6 instead. But now we're going to see Paul Morphy do something that he's really good at. When he's ahead in development, the king still in the center is just open up the game. And so here we go. Here we go with e5. All right. Now rook fd1, bishop d7. Okay, so because black can't castle kingside, they're trying to go queenside. Paul Morphy says, great, you want to go to the queen side? Well, I will move all of my stuff over there. Now Paul Morphy hits him with a bishop a6. Basically saying that you can take my bishop, and that's fine. Then I'll go queen b3, threatening checkmate. Bishop e6, trying to avoid checkmates. But then what happens is the rooks get into the action here. Taking the pawn with check. Queen c6, rook d7, and knight takes f7, and black's position just completely collapses here. I mean, the best move in this position is queen f6. And it's still plus 13, almost 14 for white. That's why, after bishop a6, he tries knight a5. It's a very specific question. What's my rapid rating? I don't know. Which one? Which one? You're so specific with the rapid rating. That would be a little more specific. Alright, so after knight a5, there's this rook e to c1. Obviously, just threatening checkmate here on c7. So bishop c6. And of course, we can just take, 10 plus minute games, right? Yeah, chess.com, lead chess, USCF, online USCF. There's so many rapid ratings now. Which one? Alright, queen takes a5. Takes our bishop. Queen takes, king d7. They had to pretty much go there to keep the, well, yeah, that was forced. Okay, never mind. No need to even talk about that one. USCF, yeah, that's actually a good question. I don't know what my USCF rating is. My rapid rating, actually, to be honest with you. Oh. Okay. And black can't take this rook simply because knight takes e5 is going to come in. Yeah, the chess.com one is like 1900 something. Okay. So Ernest Morphy plays queen f5. Leaving the rook on the c6 leads to mate, but there was really no defense here, and then the rest is just a massacre. Oh, when did I start chess? Yeah. There you go. There's a little command to help you with that. All right, so now we go rook takes c7. Goes to e8, queen c6 check. Hey, you started 8 months ago. That's awesome. Well, welcome to the chess world. Queen d7, and this is nice. Rook b8. Rook and b8, sacrificing the queen. To simply give a checkmate. So, nice little finish there by Paul Morphy against his uncle. That game was played in, when was this game played? We have the date, 1850 in New Orleans. So a nice demonstration there of development and going after the enemy king. All right, let's get back to tactics here. Let's do one more round of our puzzle rush tactics. Going into survival mode. You're around 1900 right now. That's good. Especially if we just started like 8 months ago. I believe my pawn is going to make it. Yep, the knight is one move too short. Yeah, I need to take this rook first. I thought maybe I could take this, but this comes with check. So we have to take here first. And we get the whole piece. Nothing but the piece. Check here and then here. Alright, the puzzles are better when I'm awake. Puzzles are better when I'm actually awake. All right, but what's happening in this one? Okay, bishop d6. Yeah, this would check. But after rook takes, what happens? Okay, bishop d6. Maybe you're meaning bishop d3. Oh, rook c8 check. Oh yeah, that's easy enough, huh? The queen's cutting this off, the bishop's cutting this off. The bishop here, and then just rook takes. Oh no, bishop blocks, and then we could go grab this rook. Okay. Not gonna make us play it all out. Safeguard our rook first. Take. Okay, maybe not. That's what I get for not thinking on that one. Moving before I think. Alright, queen h4 check, king up here, king here. Bishop, nope. What about the bishop? How did I not even see a move like this? d3. Not even in my calculations. I could just take here. Can I take there? Or no, maybe it's better I take here. Alright, so bishop takes e2 first. Knight takes, we take the queen on c2, knight takes c2, and then we have bishop takes d2. Yeah, I like that move order better. Bishop takes e2, knight takes e2, queen takes e2, knight takes c2, everything's equal, so then I can take on d2. And we're up the piece. Bishop h7 check, king h8, bishop g8. King takes g8, we have queen h7. If anything blocks on h6, we just have queen h7, checkmate. So yeah, queen h7. This is a nice finish there. Happening here. I think I'm just dominating the knight here, maybe. Maybe I'm going all the way to g8. Knight takes, bishop takes, king takes, king takes. No, maybe it's just this, yeah. Yeah, bishop f7. Just like rook a3, and we're just. Oh, it's white to move. Oh, Jesus. Oh my. Okay, yeah. Right here takes. Then this is the square. And black can't stop that. Okay, yeah. I was, It helps if you know what color you're playing. What side you're moving. Man. Alright. Yeah, I thought I was awake. Apparently I'm not. Alright. Okay, this one's easy enough, right? Queen takes, knight check. Hey, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow. Every morning, every weekday, Monday through Friday. Tactics training. Learn from a great player. Not me. This month is Paul Morphy. Next month, Steinitz. Probably. That's a whole month off. No. Okay, black to move here. Okay. Playing the right side here. Oh, rook takes f7 and gets checkmated. Okay. Let's not do that. But what am I fighting for here? Oh, queen takes g3, queen g2, knight f3 check, king f1, and then queen e1 is checkmate. Queen here, queen blocks, knight f3, king over, queen checkmate. Alright, so I want to play knight c2, but that doesn't work because it's knight, so we'll just take the knight. Alright, white to move. Got it. White to move in the end game. Pawns are promoting. Alright, what is happening now? Yeah, I feel like either way, I just go king g6, and there's no stopping this move. Alright, I did not calculate this one. Castro's rook forces this. Then king g6. So get the queen. Check, king over. Check, king over. We check. King up. We queen. Maybe we're winning. I feel like they could have had us do that a little bit further. I'm gone just a little bit further. All right, black to move. All right, chat. What are we supposed to be doing here? What is this one? Rick takes Rick, and then hey, Midnight Moon. Mine. Oh, I'm sorry. Midnight Moon. Hey, how's it going? Sorry, I'm screwing your name all up. Mind. Welcome to the chat. Rick takes Rick, and then Knight D4. Rick takes Rick, and then Knight D4. What did that accomplish? Maybe Knight D4 first. Yeah, maybe. I don't see anything here. I have Rook E2 check and Queen G2 check. Coco Man. Well, what happens after this though? After knight d4. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. But after knight d4, yeah, I guess they're knight d4 though. They could take with check first, and then move their queen. Yeah. Oh, but I still have rook e2. I see. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, covering the e2 square. That was nice. Okay, white to move. White's going up the board. Okay. Rook check. The king comes back, then we're getting. Okay, maybe that's not right. Here first. Takes, king over, king back. Queen, but then we have check. All right, this one's tricky. I think it's f7 though. No. What if it's just king f7 threatening checkmates? King f7 first. And if rook here. Hey, how's it going, Cabbage? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to stream. I'm overly quiet today, so I apologize. All right, Coco Man is saying rook h1 check. Then the king moves. Go f7. Oh wait, no, yeah, I like rook h7 best. You just broke 1,000. That's awesome. Congratulations, Cabbage. That is super awesome. Rook h1. I missed it. This move is forced. F7 check, king over, and then rook down. Or after rook h1, king over, f7, king g7, then you do rook g1 check. Although that can get a little complicated after king h7, I think. Well, Coco, man, yeah, I was thinking that, but after here, if I go get a queen, rook takes with check. Okay, maybe that works. You can't take the rook though, because then they're queening with check. Oh, but then we could take that. Okay, yeah, maybe that does work. All right, I'm going for it. Okay. All right. Well, that was good. All right, gotta get some water. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. Gotta get my webcam on. I know, but I am back. I just webcam off would be better, huh? Anyway, let's see here. Where did you break 1,000, Cabbage? Was that like a blitz rating, tactics training rating, rapid? Where did you break 1,000, Cabbage? Because that's awesome. I mean, regardless of where it was, but I'm just curious. And of course, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Measure the normal format. Oh, 10 minutes per player. Okay, yeah, I think that's considered rapid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's considered rapid across all sites. So yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Yeah, like my daughter's playing chess and she does a lot of 10-minute games too. Which I mean, it's not enough time, honestly. Like in reality of when you think about chess, but it's better than the 5 or 3 minute games for sure. At least you have a little bit more time to think, so that's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Rapid's tough. Um, yeah, I mean anything slower. Yeah, like at the Charlotte Chess Center, like on Tuesday nights. This is before COVID though. I haven't been at the Charlotte Chess Center in I think a year now. Hold on, I can look it up. I can look up and see when my last. You guys probably don't want to see me going through it, so you guys can keep looking at the puzzle. I'll look at it over here. When was the last tournament game that I played? Or rated game, I should say. I'm pretty sure it was in January. Or no, maybe it was March, actually. I don't remember. I think it was January. Alright, so my last... What is this? Online stuff. Tuesday night action. February 4th, I think, was the last one I played. Oh no, that was... Yeah, it was January sometime. I can't remember right now, right off the top of my head. But yeah, it was January. It was the last time I played at the Charlotte Chess Center. And it was a loss. I lost to a 1969 player, rated player. But yeah, I had a draw, a win, and a loss. But yeah, even that time control, it's 75 minutes with a 15-second increment, and it's still like, it's just not enough time. Well, I'm not sure what the chat's rating is. But hey, Shadow Legend. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you? I despise mornings, but here I am. Regardless, I am here. And I'm not gonna lie, chat. I was definitely just gonna sleep in. Like it was. My alarm went off. I woke up. I turn off my alarms and I go, okay, I'll just go back to sleep for a little bit. And then I wake up and it's like 5 o'clock. Oh, hold on. I gotta say good morning to my kid. I'll be... All right, yeah, it was like 5 o'clock, and I was like, you know what? I'm already late for the stream. I just won't go. I just won't stream. Let's go back to sleep. And then I thought, man, I have such a good time with the stream, with the chat, solving the puzzles. Let me get on. So, I would say, chat, if it wasn't for you, I would not have jumped up this morning and done my chess training. So I appreciate all of you hanging out, being kind, and just attack the queen with the dark squared bishop. Pinky Zoo, I sure can. It looks like we can here. Bishop e3. The only square for the queen is queen d6. And after queen d6, well, then we have a pawn fork. So bishop here, the only square, and then we get a fork. So Pinky Zoo, I think you might be good. Cabbage, I need to get better at calculating many moves ahead. This is true, but to get better at calculating many moves ahead, you gotta get better at calculating one move ahead and then 2 moves ahead. Ooh, could we trap the queen after e5 and then bishop e3? Ooh, now here we go. Here we go. Let's look at this. Sack the knight on e2. Sack the knight on e2. Oh, yes. Yes, so they have the g3 square. But yeah, the move order would have to be this then, so we win the piece. Yeah, this is a nice idea though. After a bishop moves, let's say there, here. Point is they can go here, and then we no longer trapping the queen. Nice find, Coco Man. Nice find indeed. Alright, rook takes e5. Rook takes e5. Knight takes f7. Maybe. Yeah, Coco is definitely very, very strong when it comes to these puzzles. Alright, this looks nice. Does it make the most sense? Oh, a king and pawn endgame. Alright, these help. Alright, which side is playing? Black to move. Gotta watch me, chat. Who knows what I'll be doing. Alright, now these. You want to get good at calculation, Cabbage. Calculate out some king and pawn complicated endgames. That will help with your calculation skills. It seems simple because there's not that many pieces on the board. It's not as fun because there's no checkmate. But if you want to get good at calculation, Cabbage, this is the stuff to work on. And write down your answers. Write down the answers to the puzzles. And then that way when you're studying the solution, you can't go easy on yourself. H4, H5, H4. I was thinking G5 might be a little faster, right? G5, F4, G5, F4. Because if I go H5, H4, that's 1, 2, and then on the third move, I'm getting F4. Whereas if I go G5, 1 move, 2, I guess it's the same time, huh? Well, no, if I go h4, they don't have to take. Yeah, if I go h5, h4, they don't have to take. Pinky Zoo. Yeah, it's not checkers, so if I go this way, just to show it, and let's just say they take here, we go here, and then let's just say they move their king here. And if we ever try and take, we're gonna be too slow. So yeah, I think g5 is right. g5. We're gonna go with this move here, f4. They take here, on here, and then we are away. All right, so with a pawn on b7, on b7 we come back the queen at fate. A cute wabbit. Sorry, I'm not laughing at the name. It's just that's a cute name. I like the name. A cute wabbit. Geez, f3 g2. Hold on, f3 g2 to take out the pawns with your king. Right, a cute wabbit. I don't think I'm following your analysis there. With f3 and then g2. Oh, you're talking about the king, I think. I think you're talking about the king. Well, the problem is if we start moving the king and they take here and we go here, they're gonna move here, here, pawns going, and now we can finally push our pawn. They're gonna queen, and then we get the f2. And not only did they queen, I'm sorry, they got the queen with check. So that is why here the king moves to go round up these pawns is just too slow. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 moves before we even get to push our pawn. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 moves there. So that's 8 moves total. The queen for white, they need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves. So we're too slow in that. So that's why. That is why. Yeah, sometimes it just counts how many moves it's going to take you to queen, and then just count the number of moves it would take your opponent to promote. And if your number is higher than theirs, that's a losing line. So yeah, it doesn't always work out that way. But it's like a good indication if you're thinking about going down that line with the king moves. Just another little shortcut. But yeah, g5 followed by f4, I believe is going to be our best bet. We're going to promote, and there's going to be a pawn here and a king probably on c6. There's going to be a king on c7. Okay. That change? I mean, we still gotta go queen. We went this far down the rabbit hole. No pun intended. A cute rabbit. All right, we're playing with the white pieces. We just take the bishop. Okay, this one's like okay. So the last puzzle. So you guys are probably like, why is Nerd Bird just waiting here? All right. So the last puzzle was raised 1755. Okay. So this means this was probably about 1800. So that's why I'm like, okay, there's clearly something here that people have missed. So I just want to take the time to figure out what that might be. Because king takes the bishop seems pretty forced. Black goes king f5. And then we go king c4. And then black goes king e6 and we go king c5. And they go king d7 and we go king d5. And then they go king c7 and we go king e6. And if they go king c6, then we go e5. d5 check. They go back to c7 and then we go king e7. So I'm wondering what's so difficult about this puzzle. Yeah, I'm thinking just people didn't know the opposition here. Cabbage, you think you see it? White's going up the board. Okay, yeah. King takes d3. And then we're going king c4 next move. So Cabbage, you think you see it? What do you see, Cabbage? If he goes king f4, if you take, I think he can catch up. No, king takes d3, king f4. I still go king c4. Yeah, my pawn's not going unless my king's there. Because if this king is anywhere here, the key squares, we can get to the key squares, we win. So here, and then we just step up here. Now the king's got to back away. Is it really that simple? For the most part, yeah. If you get your king to one of these squares, then you're winning. Unless black can get the opposition. Unless the black king can get here with our king here and it's white to move. If that makes sense. The white king here. Let's do this. White king here and black king here with white to move, then that's a draw. But because we're going to get around this pawn, then there's no way for black to get that. So yeah, so king f5, now king c4, king e6, right? But now we hit the key square. And now we come here. The reason we come here now is we take the opposition. And the king's got to move to the side, and then we move to the other side, called outflanking. But yeah, it is that simple. That's why I don't know why that one was rated so highly there. Interesting. All right, after this puzzle, I do have to go. After this puzzle, I gotta, yeah, I gotta do some extra things this morning before work. So, but yeah, after this puzzle, I didn't even realize what time it was yet. Okay. Let's see. All right, final puzzle before we go. But if you're still new to the stream, definitely click the follow button. Just one little click, you can do it. For all the new followers, thank you so much. If you do want to support the stream, definitely consider subscribing. You get rid of the ads, which is nice, and then also you get the emotes. And yeah, what else? Yeah, that's it. But don't feel obligated. If you can't, don't do it. It's not an obligation. I enjoy just streaming and solving puzzles with you all. What is this answer though? Yeah, I don't want to get this wrong on the last on the final puzzle. Okay, we don't have any good checks. So if I can't check, right? Like there's no, that check's not going to do anything. That check, this check, that check. I think that's it. All right, so our checks are no good. I think. Yeah, checks are no good. Because they just take with this rook, so that doesn't do anything. Other captures, I could take the pawn, I could take this pawn. That's it. Those aren't any good. What the heck is this move? Oh, chat, what is the move? This one is... This one's complicated. I don't want to get the last one wrong. I may not have time to to solve this one. I may just have to play a guessing move. And where's Coco Man when you need him with the beast moves? The E-Rook is pretty vulnerable if you get the other one out. Well, yeah, that's very true. Yeah, yeah, the E-Rook is definitely something. That's why I would like to be able to just play like Queen takes one rook, take both rooks. Oh, I take both rooks. Cabbage. How do I take both rooks? Because I take and then the rook takes, and then I can't get that E-Rook. Unless you were thinking queen takes, king takes, and then I could take. But yeah, I think black will just take the queen with the rook. No worries, cabbage. I thought the same thing. Like the very first thought was, oh, you take the rook with check, and then you take the rook on e1. All right, queen c4 covers the rook e2 check. This is true. I agree. I was thinking queen c4. I just didn't see a. Yeah, I feel like it's a weird, quiet move. But yeah, queen c4 seems to make the most sense. I think in the position. Because yeah, if you get into the, if we trade down all the major pieces and leave ourselves with just the bishop versus the knight, that's a winning game there because we're up 2 pawns. Mr. Zombie, queen c4. Yeah, the more I've been looking at queen c4, I seem to like that move. And the reason we're worried about the rook e2 check is because then we lose a pawn if we don't have that square covered. So, for example, if we just played here, then a rook check, and then they'd be able to take this, giving themselves an outside pass pawn and chances. Yeah, queen c4 looks nice. Trade it on down. All right, chat. Well, as I said, that had to be the last puzzle for me. I've got some extra things to do before work this morning, so I have to hop off. But thank you all so much for hanging out, and make sure you click that follow button. We're live Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. Eastern time. If you're new to the stream, 5 a.m. Eastern time, doing tactics. We're also going through Paul Morphy's games. So we did that earlier before this tactics session. And yeah, we'll pick a different player every month. So this month the focus is on Paul Morphy. And then on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we're doing a rapid tournament. So make sure you join the Chess Nerdberg Club on chess.com so you can join in on the rapid tournament at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturdays. So until next time, which will be tomorrow morning, have a good rest of your night or day or morning or whatever it is, your time. And we'll see you tomorrow. I guess you'll see me tomorrow. I'll see you in the chat though tomorrow. And let's see here. Alright, just see if there's anyone for us to go raid. Alright, looks like there's someone trying to learn chess, so let's go raid the people learning chess. And give them some love.